Is Kizaru actually going to win? Will Luffy not be able to defeat Kizaru? Is this the end of Straw Hats?
Okay, sorry. Enough with my clickbaits. Who are we kidding? Luffy is not losing this shit. So enough with my clickbaity chit chat and let's get right into the chapter. Chapter 1093, Kizaru vs Luffy. And this week's cover page, we got twin monkey brothers stealing Kobe and Helmeppo's glasses. So that's out there.
Speaking of Kobe and Helmeppo, I wonder if they completely escaped from Blackbeard's territory or not. Because if they fuck up Garp's sacrifice, I'm gonna go on a fucking rant. And no, Garp is not dead until Oda Sensei confirms it. So I ain't believing shit. Until then, Garp is just gone for a vacation on Blackbeard's prison or something. I don't know. Okay, so the chapter starts right where we left off. Luffy has grabbed Kizaru like a toy and starts spinning him really fast. Meanwhile, Kizaru is like, no, please, be gentle with me, with no expression at all. Like, what is wrong with him? He's not taking this shit seriously. He's very composed for someone fighting an emperor. Either way, he gets launched like a baseball while Luffy is still fighting Kizaru. Atlas decides to go back to the lower stratum to reset the objectives of the furry-eared pacifistas. A very smart decision if you ask me, because no one on the island has more authority than vegapunks. Also, if they don't reset the objectives, they will be fried by the laser beams. Atlas should do this quickly too, because Kizaru would be arriving at any moment. Meanwhile, Old Man Apple wants to join Atlas because he wants to save Bonnie. Now, the reason why I think Vegapunk wants to save her is firstly, he's a good guy, and secondly, he's a friend of Kuma, so obviously he wants to save her even if it means risking his own life. Also, Sanji will be with Vegapunk, so he should be fine. Oh yeah, and Jinbei has gathered all the stuff that Vegapunk wanted. I wonder what that be. Well, as for my theory from the last chapter, now guys, I don't think it will kill Bonnie, but she will definitely be mortally injured. So be prepared for that because she is not durable like Luffy and Zoro. Well, that was a bunch of bullshit. She's completely fine. What happened to no one other than Kizaru should be able to cross this barrier thingy? Either way, I'm relieved that Bonnie is not mortally injured. Although she has a few burns, she will be fine. In the lower stratum, Bonnie is turning Marines into children and old people. By the way, a doubt. Do you guys think Bonnie can turn a person into a fetus? Anyways, comments into Faru W. Bro, he is the GOAT.
Imagine shooting a man with your last bullet and he stands there, unfazed.
And told her to hide in a safe place. Man, I hope we also pick up Sintomaru and leave the island together, or this will be a very sad farewell. Going back to the Labos room, Luffy, after throwing Kizaru like a baseball, asks Zoro if he needs a hand. And Zoro, being the badass he is, refuses and says if this is the best he got, then he's not worthy to fight the captain. And Mr. Pussy Maneuver, you are not him, bro. After taking so many L's, do you really think you can defeat Zoro? You absolute disposable garbage. Sorry, I'm still kinda salty ever since he snitched against a Straw Hat, don't mind me. Speaking of disposable garbage, how is this guy so chill, bruh? Why is he so composed? I'm getting kinda scared. It's like, oh no, at this rate I'm gonna take a dip in the ocean. Let me change the fucking trajectory. What? Okay, I don't want to admit it, but that was cool, not gonna lie. So, after changing the trajectory, Kizaru uses an attack called Yasakani no Magatama. For those of you who are wondering like me, Magatara means jewels, which they definitely look like one. So, I mean, it's a very unique way of using a devil fruit. I never thought I'll see a shadow clone jutsu. I mean, we saw Raizo doing a shadow clone jutsu. Did he? No, I don't think he does. No, just Law just asks him to make a shadow clone of himself, but I don't think he does. Anyways, he uses this new attack and disintegrates himself into light jewel particles and just freaking multiplies in numbers, creating multiple shadow clones or light clones, whatever you wanna call them. As they're just clones, they disappear after being attacked hard enough with Haki. And no kidding, this is a lot of clones. Either way, Luffy gets a little scratch on his face and then he tricks and kicks all of the clones at the same time. But the main body is not there for some reason. Where is it? Well, it's choking Usopp. But thankfully, Vegapunk's not there, so he's safe. Right? Well, he'll actually be safe because he is with Sanji. As I told, Vegapunk wants to save Bonnie, and he is also pissed at the Marines, saying he will not let them lay a finger on Bonnie. And again, Bonnie is referred as a little girl, so she might just be 12 or 13 years old, because she has been referred as a little girl by that Saturn guy, Vegapunk. Yeah, she has been referred to a little girl many times, so she might be just a 12 to 13-year-old. So all the Bonnie fans out there try to be safe, bruh. As Vegapunk was getting away in his Vega tank, Kizaru tries to shoot them, but Luffy gets in the way of the attack and eats all the light. How does he come up with this shit? Luffy just thought, oh shit, light attack is going towards Vegapunk. I have to save him. Wait, let me just eat the fucking light. What? How does he come up with this shit? But either way, I love this guy, man. So Luffy eats the light, and all the light that Luffy just ate tries to come out of his body from every hole possible except the asshole. Don't mind that. As we continue through the chapter, Frankie also joins the group with the Vegapunk and asks Lilith to use the General Frankie to get the ship to safety. As we reach the lower stratum, Edison says he'll be standing by to deactivate the Frontier Dome, which I don't know how it's gonna work out, but we'll see what happens. Atlas reaches and shouts that this is an override command from Vegapunk to eradicate all the Marines on the island. Hopefully things will start to work out. But who are we kidding? This is One Piece, and one of the Gorosei is here, and he is looking kinda pissed.
Literally anything could happen, in which one of the outcomes could turn out to be Luffy fighting Saturn after defeating Kizaru, that is. And as everybody is already talking about it, I also think this could be the reverse of Sabaody arc in comparison, where Luffy saw hell and watched every one of his crewmate disappeared into nothingness, although they were just getting teleported, but still that was a traumatizing experience for Luffy. But I think this will be the arc where Luffy will show how far he has come. He will defeat an admiral, but we still don't know how strong Saint Saturn is, so we'll see what happens.
But either way, we ain't getting out without any problems. We still have hope left with the Iron Giant. Speaking of the Iron Giant, where the fuck is it? We saw it awaken in the last chapter, and it ended on a cliffhanger. Why is it not here yet? And why is it break next week, bruh? I was so hyped. Anyways, the guys with advanced observation haki, tell me in the comments what you think is gonna happen next. Until then, this is Loopy Slap. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoyed the video.